My father's life, my inheritance. A symbol of your control. How did he die? Laura asked, entering the crime scene. He was a man with many enemies, business rivals, angry relatives, but no one had any clear motive to kill him now. The Queen. She turned to Ryan. She noticed faint scratch marks around the window frame, like it had been tampered with recently. She broke into tears. Why did you kill him? Laura's voice was calm but direct. Just the butler, Victor, and Blake's niece, Alice. Alice's composure shattered. As Alice entered, Laura quietly locked the door behind her, replicating the scene. She had crawled in, shot her uncle, and bolted the window shut before locking the door behind her. Laura had already pieced together the rest. The local officer, Ryan, shook his head. Laura interviewed them both. Alice's face paled. She stepped closer, noticing a red queen was placed incorrectly. No signs of forced entry. The salt-laden breeze brushed Detective Laura Hayes' face as she stood in front of Jonathan Blake's towering mansion. Neither had an alibi. Only one window, but it's bolted shut. It was immaculate. He had to pay, he ruined everything. That night, Laura reviewed Blake's background. Blake was slumped over his desk, a single gunshot wound to the temple. I couldn't let him win. Victor, an aging man with a stony face, claimed to have been in the kitchen all night. Blake, a man who hadn't left his home in years, was found dead in his study, a room that had been locked from the inside. A chessboard on a nearby table had been disturbed, pieces moved as if a game was in progress. She returned to the chessboard in her mind, remembering the Red Queen. A grand desk sat in the middle of the room, papers scattered about. No gun was found. The house, perched on a cliff overlooking the ocean, had been the subject of many rumors. They were the only ones with him in the past week. Alice, a young woman with a nervous edge, said she hadn't seen her uncle since the previous evening. Alice had staged the locked room scenario, knowing the window could be temporarily unbolted from the outside. Her gut told her someone had staged the scene. Game over, Alice, Laura whispered as she cuffed her. The door behind her was locked from the inside, just as Ryan had said. The next morning, she asked Alice to join her in the study. Anyone else inside the house? What are you talking about? Laura's sharp eyes caught a small detail. It's a symbol, isn't it? Laura picked up the Red Queen from the chessboard. Laura stepped into the study. It was bolted shut, but something felt off. The puzzle of the locked room gnawed at Laura's mind as she examined the window again.